There is Mac the G. Oh, shoot. We're going to set him as a target. He is in an 80 by 80. I think I'm going to time warp him around and come over to here and get ahead of him. I don't want to come up behind him because I want to come up in I'm going to come up in a higher orbit ahead of him and let him catch up to me. So we're going to go all the way. I can see now we're going to be, sun's going to be setting for this launch. So sorry very much for that. Hopefully everyone will still be able to see okay. I do have the ambient light turned up a little bit. That should be good. Let's do this. So there, throttle up, and ready, Jebediah. We are here. Let's turn on here so we can monitor things and put this on too. Yeah. We are off. This is actually the third time this thing has launched, but it's the first time this thing has launched with an actual crew aboard. It's launched before completely empty and come back with crew. Pitching over. But now it actually has crew, making the escape tower not completely superfluous. Because if something goes wrong, like we have an engine failure or something like that, I do want to be able to get Jebediah safely away from the vehicle. Alright, sense looking okay. A little steep perhaps. Whoops! Let's get rid of those. And, well, they didn't explode this time, so that's something. Alright, right on a heading of 90. We're just going to follow the prograde vector, even though I'm a little bit steep. But this thing has quite a lot of delta V in it. Alright. Okay, so that first mission was a partial success. Hopefully Jeb will do a little bit better. So the plan here is not just to pick up Mac the G, but to actually get also up into high space where Jebediah has some science to collect. He can do an EVA report because I've yet to have a Kerbal up in high space, and then we'll come back down with these two. That's the plan. Can we do it? Well, I thought I could do that moon landing, so who knows? And also, Comfortable Overtones is saying you never have RCS, and there's a good reason for that, because I do not have RCS unlocked yet. The moment I have RCS unlocked, actually I think I do have the linear thrust reports unlocked, but not anything bigger than that. And the reason why I don't have that stuff unlocked is because of the probes before crew tech tree that I have installed. So it really, you know, it's hampering me a little bit. Okay, let's lose the fairing. There we go. And now let's put on some lights and hopefully see things a little bit better. Actually, RCS is a really, really nice thing to have on crewed vessels like this one for more than just maneuvering and attitude control, but just as backup propulsion, because RCS or monopropellant engines do have unlimited ignitions in Kerbalism. You never... Oh, wait, I'm out of fuel. Out of fuel. They have unlimited ignitions in Kerbalism, so you never have to worry about them failing on you. So they're great, well, as a backup means of propulsion, but they're also good as a primary means of propulsion once you want to start unlocking those monoprop engines. Alright, almost... oh no, we're going for 120. Let's add thrust up. Going for a 120 kilometer orbit. Actually, let's go for 100 kilometer orbit. Need to be higher than the 80 kilometers that Mac the G is in. I am growing attached to this orbiter. And what I might end up doing for my moon program thing, and again, in an effort to get more science, is jacking this thing up, giving it a little bit more delta V, a little bit more life support, and doing a flyby of the moon with a couple of Kerbals in it. Despite the fact that these capsules are unpressurized, so the Kerbals are... Jeb has to be in a spacesuit to be alive in here. But you know what? Nobody told him that this was going to be easy. Being a Kerbanaut. You got to be tough. Alright. Almost at apoapsis here. We'll finish off this insertion, and then we'll go after Mac here. Good enough. Alright. And we'll put this onto, again, that normal vector for the bit of solar panels that are on here, even though we're in the night side right now, but eventually we won't be. And we'll start planning our journey over there. This is not about data there. I want to keep it on this. So here's us. Here's Mac. Mac is going to be catching up to us. Let's set up our maneuver here. There we go. It definitely needs to be later in time. Need to be ahead in orbit. Boop. I think I went ahead in orbit, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, let's dial this in a little bit. This way. Other way. Try and get this as close as I can. I'm making my jumps are in 10-second intervals. Let's turn those down a bit. Oh, there we go. 0.2 kilometers. That's most certainly close enough. All right, let's get to where the sun's coming up. This thing has had some minor... Let's do it this way. Minor you have to be mindful of the electricity in this. You can't just... Because it's not solar panels all the way around. I just want to make sure that they are well pointed to the sun. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's warp to that maneuver. In my defense, I did the landing fine. Thanks, Lofty. I thought it was a bit of an adventure there when I was a few hundred meters above the surface. That's where some stronger reaction wheels might have been good. But it worked. Hey, it gives me an excuse to do another one. But not today. Okay, put that onto the retrograde vector. Get ourselves closer. It's very tiny. Like, see, it's only 18 meters per second. I did a little bit of moving tanks around. That was one change that I made with this thing between from the last time you saw it. Let's go up to about third thrust here. Oh, I didn't put this on rendezvous. Shoot, I could not see my rendezvous. I think I overdid that. Let's see if I can fix it. I was... Didn't have this on rendezvous, and I was watching my prograde and retrograde, but of course was useless. So I overshot that a little bit because the numbers weren't changing the way I expected it. But here, let's get rid of this. There, let's bring that intersect distance down. There we go. It's about 400 meters now. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I did move some tanks around a little bit on this thing from the last time you saw it, mostly because they're just in the way of all the lights. You can't get in the way. You cannot get in the way of the lights. This thing also is reaction wheel efficient because the only reaction wheels are in that probe body right there. Okay, and again, where's the sun? There we go. Okay, we are 12.5 minutes away from our rendezvous. Oh, there you go, whatever. I didn't wait for it to completely settle out before time warping. That's okay. Jib's getting... He likes being in a tumble dryer. Okay, where are you? There you are, way down below us. Mac the G. We'll find out what type of Kerbal we got with Mac the G. We found Mac the G. She is still alive. And then Kerbalism throws all these warnings that they're about to die, and then they'll go away. I remember quite some time ago playing with a different life support mod when they first brought in these contracts to rescue Kerbals. And the mod had not updated, so they would spawn with no life support. And so you would get the message that they're about to die, and then it was a race to get them into, you know, your rescue vehicle before it was too late. That in itself was kind of fun. But it's probably better not to have that happen. Okay, so we're about 20 seconds away. What's nice about this vessel is that it has a total of 4 engines down here at the bottom. There's the Pug engine and then 3 of these Ant engines. So if I do get an engine failure, there are 3 other engines there. And that's nice. Whoops. Left it. Got in a little quick. Went over, did it. Here, let's just go get him. Come on, Mac, you gotta go chase him. Mac is a scientist. Come on, Mac, your ship's getting away. We're making this more fun for you. Oh, Mac's got this. Now, I don't know which hatches are on the other side. The opposite of the blinky lights. Don't know where Jeb is. Is Jeb in the bottom one or the top one? We're going to find out in just a moment. Jeb is in the bottom one. Jeb is saying, this one's taken. Board. Board, darn it. Okay, there we go. Now, actually, I should be taking a look at contracts here. I do have some contracts. We got, what do we got here? We have this. Let's just organize these quick. An orbital EVA and our first rendezvous and collecting some science here. So we've got Mac the G. We got to bring her back. Science, we're going to collect some in just a moment. We should have now done our first orbital EVA. And then transmit the data back to the KSC. Oh, okay. Okay. Rendezvous. Yep, we got to get back safe for that one. And then the moon program. So, okay. So, what my plan is for science, because we've done EVA science down here before. Let's put this here. Is we're going to go to high space. Now, where is the KSC? I want to plan this all out. KSC, KSC. Where are those ones? This one. The KSC is in the dark. Right there. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to push up my apoapsis out this way, do my EVA, collect my science, and then bring my periapsis back down into the atmosphere, hopefully in such a way so that we'll be landing in the ocean east of the Kerbal Space Center. Lunar 4 batteries are low. Oh, okay, whatever. I thought I worked that all out, but clearly not. Okay, so right here, put this on prograde for orbit. And let's just do a glance and make sure I'm not about to drive into that capsule that Mac the G was just in. Was not. Okay, so we're just going to, actually I don't need to, you can do this from here. We're just going to push up our apoapsis to 250 kilometers. Or just over 250. 250 is the border between low space and high space. Okay, that's 200. There we go. 256, 257. Okay, let's get some good solar panel exposure on here again. On my rinky-dinky spaceship. And as Mac the G is a scientist, we'll give her the honors. You know what I really need is an engineer, though. I think I only have Bill. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. Let's get up above the required altitude. Lunar 4B batteries are almost empty, shutting things down. Oh, we're crossing into an extreme radiation hazard. I just noticed that. If we put on our radiation belts. Am I still time warping? Sorry. Let me find the right button. 1, 0. Here we are. This is a radiation belt here. So now we have just entered into the radiation belt. And you can see we got a radiation warning here. We're getting 5.89 something rads per hour. Thankfully, we won't be in here for very long. But definitely, if you're doing things like putting up spaceships, you want to keep them below this line here. Okay. But thankfully, we won't be here for very long. But something to think about. Or put shielding on your spacecraft, of which I have none. Okay, Mac, you're going to do an EVA. You're going to collect an EVA report. Right here. That's going to take a little bit of time. 40 seconds. And then we need to... Actually, I think we can... Oh, I don't have an antenna on this thing, I don't think. So we can't transmit. Stuff to think about. We'll just have to bring it back with us. That's okay. And of course, I don't want... Oh, shoot. I could time warp if I let go of the ladder, but I'm not gonna. 12 seconds to go. Did it give me this wrong? Yeah, just return safely. I think I'm gonna get all these contracts. 1 and 0. Okay. And board again. So that should be science. We got to recover it still. Okay. And what about this EVA one? Reach orbit, perform an EVA, transmit the data back to the KSC. Do we have to transmit? Can't we? Because I don't think I can transmit. I don't think I put an antenna on this. Oh, stinkers. We'll see. Let's see if it gives it to me for just recovering. I don't know. Okay, next step in all this. Let's remove this as a target. In fact, let's get rid of them altogether. There we go. And let's get rid of those radiation belts. They scare me. There we go. I want to push this retrograde, and I want to put my landing in the ocean around here somewhere. That's my plan. See how we do. Okay, so that's the whole reason why I did my burn here, so that this is my periapsis down towards where I want to end up going in. Actually, this is Trajectories, and Trajectories is saying we're going around once and then landing. We're not going to do that. That's silly. We're going to keep going. Oh, watch those burns. Okay, let's get that X in around where that peninsula is, because it'll actually be a little bit shy of that once we shed our service module bit. There we go. Okay, that should be good. All right, let's get down there. And I'm a little worried about this orbital EVA one, because I think it wants me to transmit. I'm gonna get caught in the fine print, but oh well, we can do it. We'll put an antenna. We'll be using this thing again. This won't be the last time we'll have Kerbals up here. Okay, let's get down there. Munar 4. Oh no, that's right. I don't know why. Why did it say we lost control? Munar 4 is sitting on the surface. I don't know. Anyway, our radiation is back to normal here. You should, if you put it over the hearts, see they've received 3% of a lethal dose of radiation, if you can see that there. So they're okay. You can in Kerbalism. Let's reduce. Let's do that. Why do I have no staging? Sorry, something's... I don't have a staging diagram. Where's my staging diagram? There's a decoupler there. Oh, there's a decoupler here. Decouple. There it goes. Now we pushed it out in front of us, unfortunately. And parachutes. Where's my staging diagram? Okay, let's pin this to the side. This is weird. This whole... I don't understand what is going on there. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe if I control from somewhere... I don't know why. You notice I've lost my staging diagram. I don't have my parachutes and I don't have that decoupler. And I'm not entirely sure why. Oh well. Hopefully this will all go fine. Some sort of weirdness. Did I hit abort? I never hit abort. Unless I hit abort by mistake. I don't know. But the decoupling worked, so I don't know. Not sure why. The chutes are not deployed. But even if I hit abort, I should at least... Even if I had deployed them previously, there should still be an icon there saying, you know, chutes are deployed. Or chutes are armed. Very, very weird. I think we're okay. Let's time warp through this business. I'll have to go back over the footage, figure out where things went wrong. When did I lose that staging diagram? There's a key to add or remove staging. Maybe I pushed that key by mistake while I was... that's entirely possible. Maybe I pushed that key... Yeah, sorry. James is saying there's a key to add or remove staging. And maybe I pressed that key while fumbling around getting those magnetic fields to show. Or the radiation fields to show. And that could be it. So they could be there, but they could be, you know... Okay, let's arm these guys. Deploy and deploy. So we should still be okay. It's just... Oh, now I gotta think, what buttons did I push? I don't know what I did. But whatever, I think we're okay. Hopefully it's not a permanent thing. Alright, we're all fine anyway. You have our EVA report from high space aboard, so hopefully that will take care of some of these contracts here. Come on, get down. Down to the surface we go. We got to push that rocket button. It's the green button on the left of the screen. What green button on the left of the screen? I don't know. I pushed something funny. Try the insert key. Ho ho ho! There we go! Thank you, James! James just typed, try the insert key, and that solved it. So there we go. Mystery solved. We're okay, thankfully. Oh, we're almost out of electricity, though. We are out of electricity. That's okay. We're fine. We're in the atmosphere. We don't need our life support anymore. I can see I just lost my lights. And Splashdown. We're down. Okay. All right, let's recover. See which of these contracts we get. All right, so 15 science from that. I can see some. So contract parameters. We've rescued Mac to G. We did our first rendezvous. Mac to G is now a member of the Kerbal Core. We got our science from space around Kerbin, and we got a new strategy, but I think that one contract about EVAs, yeah, it got, okay, we'll have to figure this out. I think I needed to transmit data, that EVA data. Ah, well. That's okay. We'll be back.